I was the woman who could buy a sports outfit with the enthusiasm of an Olympic champion, fold it neatly next to the bed, and look at it for motivation. Until the end of the season. I wrote plans in colorful notebooks with such passion that if the energy from them burned calories, I would be walking the runway in Milan. However, the plans stayed on paper, and I stayed on the couch with a bag of chips. Until I realized the bitter truth. Change comes from actions, my dear, not just from beautiful intentions. You have to start with small steps. Morning movement, some fruit, a new skill, taking care of your body and mind, and not with a plan to conquer the world by Tuesday. My excuses were a true work of art, worthy of a Pulitzer Prize. I am not energetically ready yet. There is no point in starting if the moon is in retrograde Mercury. I will wait for the perfect moment. They sounded convincing, intellectual, almost like a quote from an ancient wise man. But the truth was simple. I was dying of fear. Not of the work itself, but of the terror that I might not do it perfectly. But hey, successful people don't look for an alibi. Fear is a huge obstacle, yes, but you have to learn to manage it instead of letting it manage you. Once, I tried to do everything at once. A new diet, starting a business, meditation, learning Mandarin, and spring cleaning. All before noon. After 2 hours, I was so exhausted by my own greatness that I rested for a bit. For 3 days. In other words, I gave up elegantly. Then it dawned on me that doing things one after another is easy. Doing everything at once is a sure recipe for an epic failure. And that perfection is a slow process, not an instant result from some magic pill. Failure became my biggest teacher. Not the Hollywood kind, where you lose millions in the rain, but the small, everyday failure, when you burn the food or embarrass yourself at a meeting. At first, I reacted with deep offense toward the universe. But then I told myself, this is not the end of the world, drama queen. This is just information. Because failure can be a stepping stone, as long as you bother to learn a lesson from it, instead of crying. Failure is not a life sentence. It is just a lesson for your next step. After that came the most boring but most important thing: repetition. You see, I was waiting for the muse to hit me on the head like lightning. But life changes from quiet, terribly annoying everyday actions. A walk, reading, saving a few bucks instead of buying another expensive latte. It sounds as boring as the weather forecast, but repetition is the key to absolutely any result. It is exactly initiative, discipline, and persistence that shape a strong character, not social media filters. One day, I even started writing down my income and expenses. Shock and horror! Then I realized that I am not a victim of the global economy, but just a person with a hole in their pocket, living by the rule, I'll think about it later. Except that later always comes, and it usually brings an electricity bill. Therefore, control your income and expenses. Knowledge is power. And remember that the best results come from conscious, constant effort, not from lottery tickets. Now, when I don't feel like starting something, I no longer wait for the stars to align. I tell myself, start now with what you have. Because nobody is ever completely ready. No plan is perfect before the first step. And the most important thing? Belief without action leads to absolutely nothing. Action is exactly what strengthens belief.